snack on our mozzarella fries, jalapeno bites, and everyone's favorite, BK chicken fries. Whatever you crave, we've got you at Burger King, where you are the king. BK Tumambay, Hagaya, Micronesia Mall, and the airport. Thank you, Guam, for 37 years.
Again, happy 37 years to Burger King. Thank you guys so much for always supporting local, and especially right here with us at KUAM, where we support all our talent and all our local people here on the island. All right, guys, that pretty much wraps it, and we'll see you on the next one. My name is Victorious, and all I got to say is peace.
Local Music Mashup is brought to you by Burger King. You rule.
Half a day, I'm Mitsuki Hirayama. You're watching KUAM News Weekend Edition. Thanks for joining us. Well, freshly cut grass and cleaner grounds now greet visitors at Tigua Cemetery. But behind the visible improvements, lawmakers are questioning how the company responsible for that work landed the contract. During a Department of Parks and Recreation oversight hearing, concerns were raised about the selection of Property Pros, a company owned by the son of a top DPR official, after the agency terminated its previous groundskeeping vendor last year. KUAM takes a closer look at the procurement process, the questions of conflict of interest, and the department's defense of its decision. Jonigan Charfris has more.
Questions surrounding maintenance contracts at Tigua Cemetery took center stage during a Department of Parks and Recreation oversight hearing, with lawmakers seeking answers on how a new vendor was selected after DPR terminated its previous groundskeeping contract. But while lawmakers questioned the procurement process, KUAM visited Vicente A. Limtiaco Cemetery, also known as Tigua, and found Property Pros employees actively working throughout the grounds. Crews were seen cutting grass, clearing vegetation, and maintaining multiple sections of the cemetery, despite the afternoon heat. The condition of the cemetery appeared noticeably improved, with grounds looking cleaner and more maintained than in previous months. DPR officials said they have not received any complaints regarding Property Pros' work since the company assumed maintenance responsibilities. The issue first surfaced during DPR's budget hearing, when Senator Chris Duenas requested documentation related to the suspension and termination of Comfort Cuts and Grounds Maintenance LLC. DPR canceled the contract on August 8th of 2025, citing unsatisfactory services at the cemetery. Former DPR Director Angel Sablan told KUAM the cancellation immediately created a staffing challenge.
The immediate challenges were we had no one to do the work at the cemetery. In fact, we still had to continue asking DOC's workers or inmate release program to come and assist us monthly to help our own personnel maintain the cemetery. Well, it became tougher and tougher to do that in the latter months of last year and earlier this year because the DOC program, everybody was asking for them. And so we couldn't depend that they would be coming daily as we had agreed.
During the oversight hearing, Senator Duenas asked whether anyone involved in the procurement process or contract approval had a conflict of interest.
Now we have a 3-month rotating contract in place with Property Pros. Is there anyone who is involved in procurement or any signatory to this agreement or otherwise within DPR have any conflicts of interest?
Acting Deputy Director and Park Police Superintendent Joey Terlahi responded,
No.
Sablan said Park Administrator John Glenn Taitagui was directed to seek vendors willing to take over maintenance duties. 3 companies initially expressed interest, but after Typhoon Sinlaku left the cemetery littered with debris, downed trees, and storm damage, DPR said it needed immediate assistance. The process ultimately led to Property Pros, a company owned by the son of Park Police Chief Joey Terlahi. Sablan acknowledged the relationship was disclosed from the beginning, but said it played no role in the selection process.
Because then we needed someone almost immediately to take care of the cemetery because, trees down, trash and windblown stuff. And so that's when I told John and the deputy, you make a decision on who the vendor would be, as long as they have everything in place and everything is properly documented. And so that's how we ended up with the vendor that we have. I believe they're called Property Pros or something like that. And yes, he is actually related to our Parks Police Chief, Joey Terlaje. But Joey did inform us to give us a courtesy that says that one of those vendors is his son business. But that ended there. He just wanted us to know that one of those vendors, and we made sure that he was qualified and that he has not his relationship with his dad has nothing to do with selection or whatever. In fact, the cemetery does not fall under Police Chief Terlaje. It falls under the Parks Administrator. So everything that happens at that cemetery is under the Parks Administrator. Supervision and cleanliness and making sure that the vendor does their work is under the Parks Administrator, John Tigua.
Saban said excluding a vendor solely because of a family connection would be unfair if that vendor met all licensing and qualification requirements.
But since when do we stop a vendor from legally submitting a quote just because he is a family to somebody in a department? He's legally licensed, he's properly licensed, he has the references, he has everything that we asked for.
According to Saban, Property Pros was ultimately the only company that followed through after the other interested vendors failed.
And says, I can do the job. The other two, the first one never showed up, and the second one was called numerous times and didn't come to the meeting. So we had no choice but to stick with somebody that offered his services and says that he can do it, despite the relationship that he had with somebody in our department.
The contract was structured as a 3-month agreement, while DPR evaluated performance and pursued long-term procurement through the General Services Agency.
What we wanted to do was also see if we can evaluate the vendor that's chosen and make sure that they're doing the job. And at the same time, we are putting out a requisition for a long-term contract through GSA to maintain the cemetery.
Before leaving the department, Saban said he directed Deputy Director Warren Pelletier to closely monitor Property Pros' performance and ensure the company remains in compliance with DPR's scope of work. Shunigan Charfis, KUAM News.
Well, graduation season is always a special time, and any class of students heading off to college usually look forward to new challenges, opportunities, and the freedom they'll have. But for a select few, they've chosen to use their university experience to defend freedom. Jason Salas explains.
Several of our island's top high school graduates earned the opportunity of a lifetime and have answered the call to serve, having received congressional appointments to the U.S. service academies. In all, Congressman Jim Moylan endorsed 10 of Guam's finest seniors to West Point, Annapolis, the U.S. Air Force Academy, and the U.S. Merchant Marine Academy, giving them enrollment at what are among the nation's most highly selective colleges.
It's an honor to serve as your congressman, but the real honor comes when I'm able to help our nation by recognizing the service that our youth want to do by joining the academies.
And this class and this cohort is, historically speaking, a special group.
But also because our nation celebrates 250 years of our independence. So what a great opportunity for you to start your next chapter in life in the year that our nation celebrates 250. That's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing. And some of you who want to continue to serve our nation in the military service know that our services are also celebrating 250 and the Army 251. So that's another great opportunity and memorable mark in your own history, in your own legacy.
In 4 years, they'll commission as officers in the Air Force, Navy, or Marine Corps, tasked to lead. Today, they're kids that are living a dream.
Well, for me personally, I mean, my family, it comes down a long line of people who have served, but never really served at the officer level. And I mean, ever since then, in even freshman year, I was thinking about what I wanted to do with my future and how I wanted to make an impact in life.
I wanted to be immersed in an environment where I'm surrounded by people who I share the same ideas with, the same values, and I just feel like being in such an environment will help me grow as a person and to develop my skills physically, academically, and even socially.
While I do have many leadership roles in Guam, I feel like going to the Service Academy is definitely a step up. I definitely know I'm not the best leader right now, but there's much more to improve on going to the Service Academy, and having over 4,000 people there and making many friends. I think that that's a great way to develop that and bring that back home to Guam.
But still, these are young people heading off to colleges with many age-old expectations, world-class standards, and generations-deep traditions. So we started them by saying a key phrase that they'll live for the next 4 years and for the rest of their lives.
Go Air Force, be Navy.
Go Navy, be Air Force, and go Navy, be Army.
In other news, sunscreens, moisturizers, and serums. There are so many skincare products out there that it can be hard to know what you really need. And when summer officially here, one local skincare expert breaks down the essentials for keeping your skin healthy and protected. Janice Carrasco has more.
Ready for summer, but not sure how to keep your skin looking and feeling its best? With rising temperatures, stronger UV rays, and more time spent outdoors, our local licensed esthetician shares her recommendations for healthy summer skin.
Licensed to be an esthetician in 2002, so when I was 18. At 28, I opened up Island Skin Spa, and we turned 14 years old in October, so I'm very proud of that. That, you know, you can come to Island Skin Spa and feel like you're really stepping into an island oasis that's right in Tumini.
Chelsea emphasizes how we can protect our skin during the summer.
Because Guam is pretty much summer year-round, the way that you should take care of your skin should be the same all the time. So that's going to be, after you get out of the shower is the best time to apply moisturizer. And then after you apply your moisturizer, you should apply sunscreen and use at least a 30 SPF sunscreen daily and reapply after you go into the water, or after playing sports, as it will wear off its efficiency. Hydration is going to be the first step with taking care of your skin. Your skin is the largest organ of your body, so it shows on the outside what you put into your body. Taking electrolytes as well is important. That's going to keep your salt levels up in your body. And then with your hydration, when it gets hotter outside, your skin's going to be sweating more, so you're going to need to reapply your sunscreen more. You should wear protective clothing, so hats, long sleeves. When you go into the ocean, you can wear the SPF cover guards, and it's just really important to, whenever you are outside, to keep your body covered, because you're going to be perspiring more than you would be normally in cooler temperatures. So keeping your body covered and wearing clothing also provides SPF protection as well.
For those who wear makeup, Chelsea shares tips on how to keep your skin healthy and looking your best while still protecting yourself from the sun.
And to look for our makeup products that also include SPF in the product. That doesn't mean that you're not going to also wear SPF, but it's a nice addition to a product. So you can also have a makeup that, when you look for the ingredients, has an SPF in it as well. An SPF and also a tint, so it's going to be a lighter formulation. A lot of times when your skin, during the summertime, your makeup routine is going to change. So you'll notice that maybe the colors that you wear will change, and also basically the thickness of the product will change. So sometimes during the summer you might want to find a product that's a little bit thinner but still has SPF in it, because it's actually going to last longer on your skin than something that's more thick, where your skin's going to feel harder for it to actually breathe and be more comfortable. When the skin's comfortable, it's going to be less red, less oily, and just you're going to touch your skin a lot less.
She underlines what products we can use for after a long day under the sun.
Coconut oil, which can be found here on island, and aloe vera, the natural plant, is what I would recommend. Aloe vera from the real plant is hydrating but also exfoliation. So it's, when you cut open the aloe plant, there's going to be the gooey inside, so you can take that and rub that on a sunburn. It's going to help to actually exfoliate the dead skin cells, but also protect the new skin cells that are coming up from underneath. So that's in theory, a free thing that you could look for around island.
Whether you're spending the day at the beach or simply running errands under the beautiful Guam sun, always protect your skin. With the right products and a consistent routine, healthy skin can last beyond the summer months. By following these steps, your skin will thank you for it. Janice Carrasco, KUAM News.
Thanks, Janice. Well, stick around. We have more coming up on Weekend Edition. You're watching KUAM.
Stop! Dollar days are back at Kmart. Pantry loaded. Everyday essentials done. Deals in every aisle. Fill your cart. stack your savings. Kmart Guam. Don't miss Dollar Days.
On Thursday, July 9th, the Edward M. Calvo Cancer Foundation presents a special opening night premiere of Moana at Regal Theaters at the Guam Premiere Outlets. The beloved anime tale with the unforgettable songs we all know and cherish comes to life as a live-action feature. Moana's story of bravery, resilience, and self-discovery is an inspiration to all. Tickets are $30 and include a commemorative t-shirt, goodie bag, prizes, and fun pre-show activities. The doors open at 5 p.m. and screening begins at 6. Email emccancerfoundation@gmail.com or call 472-6223 to reserve your seats. All proceeds to benefit the Edward M. Calvo Cancer Foundation, supporting Guam's cancer patients for over 20 years. With your generous support, we can continue to help our community and show that Guam is good. This special screening is presented by
Darren Perez, Raya Flores, American Ninja Warriors, the first two Guamanians in season 18 of American Ninja Warrior to, you guys do it, you guys slam the buzzer. I could not even be that worthy and everything, so they just got it done. They both did it in the season opener. Darren, the watch party was absolutely incredible. People were so supportive of you. First of all, what did that experience mean when the show was showing and everything like that, and you felt the local love?
The watch party was phenomenal. Jason, being there for those that wasn't able to make it, the energy, the pride, the cheers from everyone in attendance, you can hear us across the island. I mean, that place was just lit. Everyone was super loud or super proud of both Rai and myself for our representation of Ninja Warrior. And honestly, I could not be any more prouder. It still gets me so hyped whenever you watch like just the crowd. That was just phenomenal.
Okay, now comparatively, when I was 16 years old, I was studying for like my driver's license. Rai, you're 16 now. You actually hit the buzzer on one of the toughest athletic challenges known to man and everything. Yeah. What was that like to be in that moment?
Oh my gosh. I mean, everything, all the training, all the hard work, all the visualization, nights where I just could not sleep, imagining the moment finally came and showed that I'm ready, I'm worth it, I can do it. It really made my life feel fulfilled, honestly. Like, all the effort that I've put in for years, my dad telling me that I'm ready, all the times Darren has screamed at me, pushing me on my pull-ups, it finally just proved to me that it was enough, that I did it. I put in the work, and it shows like, I don't know if you can tell I'm rambling, like, it still feels like a dream, honestly. To think that I, at 16 years old, was able to hit a buzzer, that I was able to do something I used to watch on TV. I used to watch the show when I was like 9 years old, and then to actually be there, it feels surreal, honestly. It's still hard to believe for me.
Okay, now I'm just wondering how you, and you know, Darren and I were talking about this before the premiere of the season 18 episode, but when you're up there, obviously you got to go back, rely on your training, go through your mental process, you know, at that point, it's probably muscle memory and everything, but you've got your mom, who was my high school classmate all through, all 4 years. She's crying, she's screaming, you know, you got the crowds going crazy and everything like that. Did the adrenaline get to you and everything like that? And how did you focus and center yourself back and just say, I'm gonna concentrate on my game?
Yeah. The adrenaline was a crazy factor. I could not feel. And I think about this, on the second to last obstacle, I stood there, I stared at it, and I took my time because I was so shocked. I was in so much adrenaline that I could not feel my arms. I didn't know if I was tired or not because my arms were just numb. And so I took my time to rest and recover because I knew that personally I will rush through things. I'll push myself and I'll keep going and I won't stop until I actually fail. And I thought, I'm not gonna fail now, so how about I take the moment, I recover, I rest. And the adrenaline, I know before when I get in my head, I start going, everything kind of takes a backseat, my mind goes quiet and I'm just going, right? The adrenaline is taking hold and I can slip up, I make accents, I stop thinking. So what I did to get ready for that is I visualized. I looked at the course. I imagined every action, every step. I planned out left, right. When I land, I'm gonna step with my left.
You know, having to change gears on the fly, it's we go in with the game plan, and then when we actually see the obstacles in motion or someone do it, we're like, oof, I thought about doing that. It did not work out. I'm gonna change on my game plan. So we really have to constantly be thinking about what to do and what our bodies are capable of, because while it might be easy for someone to do it one way, might not be the best way for us, because maybe our strengths are not the same as theirs.
Sure. Okay, well, Rai, you've become such a local celebrity, and people love your story and the fact. The one thing that I've been getting in DMs and everything like that is they're like, can you please ask Rai, what's up with the hat? What's the story behind that? The hat is awesome. I love the hat. I'm all about the propeller hat.
I love that too.
Okay, and if you see if you see the lid too, there's some chalk on there and everything. It looks like some sweat and everything like that. Is this the same hat that you've used throughout training? Very same one?
I do train with this hat.
Yep.
One, building up to the competition, I try and make it as real as possible to get myself in that mind zone. So when I step onto the stage, I'm not shocked by all these new factors. So I get my outfit ready, I get my mind locked in like I am there in the competition, and that's how we train. So yes, this hat has gone through training with me, through the competition, through the buzzer. It's gone through a lot with me. I bought it like 3 years ago just as fun, because honestly, I love to live. I love to be out there, try as hard as you can to be handsome. I'd rather be silly and fun.
We need some merch. We need Rai's hat. Let's make it happen.
I will start selling these. We're going to hopefully embroider on like King Rai or get some real cool designs going.
There you go. Rai is tomorrow for King.
We're going to rep it.
Yes, sir. Your Majesty. Bow down. Absolutely.
Okay, we're humble. We're humble.
Yeah.
But I bought the hat for the fun of it, because why not? And then eventually I go up to A&W thinking, I need to be niche. I need to be me, something that stands out. Make a personality, because it is a TV show after all. So you have to catch the eye of the viewer. And I asked ChatGPT, to be so honest, has anyone wore a propeller hat? I'm like, it's American Ninja Warrior. Who doesn't want to fly? There's no way. Shockingly, I'm the first. So I said, yes, I will take this. This will be me. And that was it. I just decided from that day, and I stuck with it.
Okay. The oddball Rai, yeah.
Okay, and it just dawned on me, boys. Now that you have both hit the buzzer, you both advanced to the Western Regional Finals, you're not just teammates, you're also kind of competitors?
Oh, we are so competitors.
Okay, so what's that going to be like to see is like ultimately only one of you is going to advance out of the region. So how do you guys approach that?
It's honestly, it's going to be a luck of the draw, right? So we are against each other, but then you have, it's another single person obstacle course, and then the top, I forget what it is. I don't know. It's 15 or 20. They go against each other at the triple header, right? So depending on how we do is where we're going to get placed. If we end up getting placed against each other, then, well, first of all, by all means, right, it's game on. We both know.
We're all competitors here. What would be a better head-to-head than the student going up against the teacher? We win either way.
We do. So we thought about that, and if that's what it comes down to, it's what it comes down to. Now, I personally would love for either way. One, me and Rai go head-to-head because we do it every day in practice anyway, so it's just like another fun day. But the other option will be great for Guam is that if we end up not going against each other and somehow win our brackets and both move on, that would be phenomenal. Yep. But we gotta play the game, and whatever happens, it's me and him.
Okay.
Don't need a work break, keep the smile on your face. The moments you can't replace, and I'll be around. Whoa. You can count on me. You can count on me for life.
Wherever life takes you, we're always here for you. Calvo's Insurance. Count on us for life.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Beyond the Game is presented by Gatorade. On the field, on the court, in the game. But what happens beyond the game? Get stories behind the stats, the players behind the plays, and the teams making an impact on and off the field. Join us every weekend on KUAM News Weekend Edition for Beyond the Game, because sports are more than just a score. Only on KUAM, Guam's leader in sports coverage, Beyond the Game is presented by Gatorade.
All right, half a day, everybody. I'm Jason Salas, your 671 sports nerd, joined by the one and only Aubrey Ibanez, All-Island selection, champion for girls soccer, league MVP. Aubrey, congratulations to you, and high school graduate.
Yes, thank you.
You just graduated a couple days ago?
Yes, June 2nd, actually.
How does that feel?
It's a relief, but it's also, I would say, I'm going to get nervous because I'll be going into San Diego, so it's a new place for me to try out. So
okay, but as you told me, like when I interviewed you at the beginning of the soccer season, you said you got a lot of family over there in San Diego. You're going to San Diego College of Miramar.
Yes.
It's San Diego Miramar College.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. But she is going to be there. There's some pro teams giving you a look and everything. So the year is bright for you. But this, Aubrey, was undoubtedly the year of the Islanders. You guys won a whole bunch of different sports. Do we know them all off the top of our head? Girls and boys soccer, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah, Coach Ladd got both sides again.
Yes.
Girls 6 in a row.
Yes.
So you guys went back to back to back to back to back to back.
Yes.
The last time you guys didn't win the girls soccer championship, you were in 5th grade.
Oh, shoot.
If you think about it that way, yeah. Okay, so girls and boys soccer.
And bowling, I think. And
yeah, the top boys basketball.
And track, girls track.
And girls track. Yes. Really, really good year for the Islanders. So I interviewed you again, you and your fellow seniors at the beginning of the season. You said, we want to defend our title. We want to go out with a win. Season started, you guys were really, really dominant. St. John's is waiting to play you guys. You guys were waiting for that matchup. They got you the first time.
Yes.
How do you, champions bounce back? And it's not, what you do in that moment, but how you respond and everything like that. So what was your mindset after that first regular season game?
It was just a lot of work that we had to put in, and knowing that we had to want it more than we did the first time, and fixing those mistakes. And knowing it's a championship and how competitive and how hard the game was going to be, we all had to lock in and just put it all out on the field.
Mm-hmm. And you had just a crazy number of goals like this year. When you guys played Southern High, they won 12-1. Aubrey had a double hat trick, because 6 of those goals were you. The championship game, you guys won 1-0 over St. John's in the rain, in a game that did not stop raining.
Yes.
What was that atmosphere like? Because I know GFA was super packed.
I would say it was harder, obviously, because of the rain, but our pink jerseys, it's easy to stand out, so we kind of see where our teammates are. And whether it was raining or not, we knew that we had to just play our game and trust each other.
Mm-hmm. And the soccer community on Guam is like so close-knit, even though, the clubs play each other, the schools have rivalries and everything like that, to earn, the respect of your opponent is the ultimate thing in sports and everything like that. So not just at your own school, because JFK was so dominant this year, but across Guam and everything. The class of 2026 has so much talent in it. You're close to a lot of your classmates at JFK, so who are you closest to?
Just my soccer friends like Orang, JJ, Camille, Franco, and Cadence and Miley, the seniors basically.
Okay, and Jalen Hahn, JJ, who she's talking about, she got called up to play in those
Masakata, yes.
Yeah, the Masakata matches. So go JJ, go Masakata, the EAFMF matches.
Yes, rooting for those ladies. I know they just played a game yesterday, and they have a whole tournament ahead of them. So it's definitely a good opportunity for them to represent our island.
So. Yeah, they got something 4 matches in 5 days or something like that. Yeah, they got the work cut out for them. But JJ, the most outstanding player, by the way, of the championship game against St. John's.
I believe the youngest for Masakata too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So you guys had a championship game on a Tuesday?
Yes.
And then Wednesday she's already training with the national team for that. So and then you got graduation right on top of that. So that's Coach Jin Han from Team Guam basketball. His daughter, Han family is amazing. I've known them since I was in 6th grade. All right. Their parents are awesome people. All right. Speaking of awesome, green and gold is absolutely awesome. We know that. JFK colors all the way. I'm wearing what I believe were my JFK colors. This is the closest thing I have to green and gold. But everybody on Guam loves your pink uniforms.
Oh, yeah.
All right, what's the story behind that, and how do you guys choose when you wear those pink unis?
Originally, it was supposed to be we wear pink on Wednesdays, and when we won our champion, or our tournament in Philippines, we realized we were wearing pink, and we're like, okay. And every game that we wore in pink is our best game, so it was it's our good luck jersey, I guess.
Beyond the Game is presented by Gatorade. On the field, on the court, in the game. But what happens beyond the game? Get stories behind the stats, the players behind the plays, and the teams making an impact on and off the field. Join us every weekend on KUAM News Weekend Edition for Beyond the Game, because sports are more than just a score. Only on KUAM, Guam's leader in sports coverage, Beyond the Game is presented by Gatorade.
Freedom, that's a cheap thing. Freedom to ignore this, that's a cheap thing. Sacrificing facial hair to nature and involuntary blood donations, cheap things. No one signs up for an 800-pound bear chase, but if it happens, cheap thing. VIP parking, exfoliating, treating gravity like a suggestion, saying it'll dry. Free-range parenting, forgetting if that's a moose or an elk, all cheap things. Remembering without saying it, couldn't be more of a cheap thing. Sweating your tail off, freezing your tail off, an American saving another American's tail. Cheap things. Making a cheap vehicle for only people with cash like him? Not a cheap thing. Or confusing capability with unaffordability? No, not a cheap thing. Making adventure affordable? Now that's a cheap thing. So we're bringing you more cheap things this year, because cheap things should be everyone's thing.
And now here's your Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club shout-out sent to us on KUAM.com.
Saturday birthday love going out to one of our own family members here, Nick Cruz. Happy birthday to Nick, the man without whom we could not look, be on schedule, and just be as awesome as we are at KUAM. So Nick, you are such a valued member of our family. And hey man, have a great weekend. Happy birthday, bro. Want to wish your special someone a happy birthday? Just click the QR code here on your screen or email birthdayclub@KUAM.com.
That's going to do it for us here on Weekend Edition. Visit KUAM.com or follow us at KUAM News on social media for the latest news. For now, I'm Mitsuki Hirayama. We close out with those of you who submitted your father figure who make a difference in our lives.
This father figure moment is brought to you by Shell. Go well, go Shell. An Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Here for it.
It's the One Micronesia Show, brought to you by Bank of Hawaii. Reach your possible.
Ali, Mogithin, Hafday Zantiro, Rananim, Kasalelier, Lengwo,